All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. Today we're going to be reacting to a CJ So Cool's a video that he dropped yesterday. They finally took everything. Oh my God. They finally took everything. Oh my God. OMG, right? Now, why is it every time CJ So Cool has to move for whatever reason, right? Every time this man has to move, there's always some type of skit or prank or some kind of story, right? The last time there was a home invasion, I'm really starting to believe maybe there really wasn't a home invasion. Maybe these are like some of his employees or something like that. Because, man, the first half of this video was just garbage, man. You can tell the acting is so bad now. It's so obvious. Like, it's so bad. We're not even going to play the first half of this. We're just going to jump to when he sits down and has some type of confession or whatever he's doing right now. So let's jump into this part.
It's almost like, when is enough enough? You know? Some people are cool with war, fighting, negativity, drama, toxicity. But I'm not.
When is enough enough? What? You started all this. You started all this fake drama, and you're still going to keep going with the fake drama because the fake drama is what's getting him views right now. That's what's getting views. I mean, it's not really doing a great job because this video just pretty much flopped. I know he posted something on Instagram and his little subscriber group or whatever it's called, that special exclusive group. He said this video is gonna go far or something like that. This video flopped, man. Like, people have already picked up on this goofiness. Like, the first half of the video was just like the acting was so bad, man. It was so obvious. It's so bad. And you got to remember, a lot of the people that were probably watching him early on, they were like kids. But now they actually got a brain, man. Now they got a brain and they can connect the puzzle together and see this dude is a goofy right now. Like, it's not... CJ, you got to do better than this now. This stuff ain't working no more. It's not going to work for very long.
Boy, your whole channel is drama channel. If you don't talk shit about Rudge, nigga, don't nobody, they forget you even do YouTube. You gotta talk about Rudge. Even though I'm actually in Aries and, you know, what they say, we're the god of war, I've actually found... God of war? Them niggas cop you up. Found that I'm more the opposite. I just want peace. I don't want to wake up to an empty house. I don't want to wake up to death threats. I don't want to wake up to all kinds of nasty, toxic things you can think about. I just want to live, man. What's that whole ass up?
You can tell, like, even like the first half, if you guys saw the first half, the acting was so bad. It was just like too cheesy. It was way bad. It was too bad. And now it's like, dude, like, he's trying so hard. You can tell, like, he's really trying so hard to play that little skit or whatever the hell he's doing here. And it's so obvious, man. It's just like, it's not it. It's not it, man. CJ, this is not it, man. It's not. Whatever your plan was, whoever, I don't even think this man has a producer at this point. I think he's like a one-man operation right now. Like, this is not it, man. You're going to have to do something different. Now, I know before he, if you guys remember, he was trying to be like Mr. Beast or whatever. He went inside Walmart, and that shit, like, was so fake. It was, like, past scripted at that point. Like, he was really trying to buy people's groceries and shit, but he was, like, overdoing it, right? It wasn't natural. Like, but that was his attempt at trying to be like Mr. Beast, right? So I give it to him. He was trying to switch up the content or something like that. I don't know what he was doing. But now he's going back to this fake acting. It's just not, it ain't working.
Just like you guys. I just want to live. I don't want to have to be putting up with this. This isn't normal for me, man. My whole life I had to fight. Why must I continue? I don't want to. I shouldn't have to. I did enough good in this world to deserve some greatness. And what I mean by greatness is just some time alone, some time with my family, some time with my girlfriend, some time where I don't have to do this or do that for anybody. Don't we all deserve a little? Oh, that time came. That's why you packed them all up and shipped their ass right back off to where the fuck they came from, Oodle Noodleville. Not as hilarious answer on game though. Yeah, he shipped their ass right back to Oodle Noodleville. A little bit of that. But I get the other end of the stick. people walk in my house silently and remove everything from me. Tomorrow I kill my kids, and what am I going to tell them? That the monster did it? They tired of the freaking monster. You know what CJ said? CJ said, I'm going to kill the monster for you, Daddy. I said, nah, I don't know if you can do this. This might take like exorcism type stuff or whatever. This is.
Yeah, the acting is so bad, man. It's like, it's not even cheesy. It's so bad now. It's really bad. And now it makes sense why. Now it makes perfect sense why Kamari and her mom went back to to Indiana. They were at that little house that he moved into. So now it makes perfect sense. So now all this like cheesy acting and shit, this whole story about, oh, well, they came and took everything. This kind of like when you put this type of like narrative or whatever, energy, whatever you guys want to call it, this type of skit, prank, story, narrative out here talking about, oh, they finally took everything. They took everything. It just kind of makes you think, was that home invasion that they claimed happened and he got shot, was that shit really real? Because, you know, it could have been a Hollywood movie. It could have been a movie set. He could have had 4 actors. You know, you can hire police. You can do everything, man. It could be a full production, man, like a Hollywood movie. It could have been his own little mini Hollywood movie. It could have been his employees. It could have been anything. Because when you talk like this, every time you move and you got this story about a home invasion or somebody came and robbed you, it just like makes the last example look a little bit more fishy.
The job for the cops, CJ. You can't get Sheriff Labrador for this one. This is a weird ass nigga. I'm gonna be real. This is a weird ass nigga, bro. This nigga, the Kool-Aid Man, is the weirdest nigga on YouTube by far. But now I might have to let a little home. I don't know. But I'm just here to say that even though they took everything from me, even though they want me to roll over and die, I'm never gonna fold. I'm never gonna crack. I'm never gonna even bend. But you know what I will do? I will rise above all expectations, all doubts, all threats, all forms of manipulation. I will succeed and I will remain. I'm gonna keep it real. The Steelers fan should have failed out and hit you right inside your motherfucker head. You was a stupid motherfucker. This motherfucker right here, he is not a narcissist. He's just a weirdo. Like, I know narcissist, that's not it. He's just a weird nigga. He's not a narcissist. He's just a weird nigga, bro. Whole and true to myself. Because I am CJ so cool. So those.
You know what this video is kind of like? This was like, it gives me the vibes like it was like a last minute video. Like he just wanted to prepare any kind of bullshit and upload it. This looks like some last minute, low effort, low energy. Like it's just like, it's like garbage. This upload was this video was garbage. The acting was off. It was just like, that's not it, man. And maybe that's just the type of content he's gonna be putting up from now on. It's gonna be like low budget, low effort, not quality. You know, just garbage.
You out there watching? If you want a true life example of what it looks like to go through some stuff continuously and never quit or give up. This is what it looks like. I may not be as consistent as you want me to be. I may not even be as consistent as I want to be right now. But I'll tell you what I am doing. I'm making sure no one knows my next move. Speaking of next move, I'm going to have to move again. But you know what? It's cool. You don't even know. I'm talking about you done moved the most time in 2 years in history. Whatever happened to that house you bought, the one that foreclosed on you? Oh, that's what happened to it. The house that foreclosed. It's like you started off buying it, and then you missed 6 months of payments. Like, what you was doing with the money? Well, he was giving the money away? He was giving the money away. He's a stupid motherfucker. Because this time, when I move, no one's gonna. This time when you move, it's the Nike old house that you told us you paid for 2 years. That's why you kicked Tavy and your daughter out of it. That's
Exactly. Now the puzzle, now the big picture is very clear. Because I was like, why? Kamari, he tried to blame that on royalty. It's like, he can't find anything to blame royalty on. Like, he blamed royalty when the home invasion happened. You know, that fake ass home invasion. I'm starting to believe that shit was fake. I think that shit was a script. It was maybe actors or like his employees, former employees that were disgruntled. Maybe he never paid them, right? Because he be paying people. He always talking about how he's really good to people. You pay D-Lo $4,000 or $5,000. That's not a lot. All right, that's a lot for like a regular person, but not when your boss is CJ So Cool, the dude that had all these Lamborghinis and Rolls Royces, exotic cars, big ass houses, mansions, right? Jewelry and shit like that. That's not when you think CJ So Cool, I'm thinking you're gonna get paid as an employee of his like 20 bands, 30 bands, something like that. You know, CJ on 32's pays Marty Marr allegedly like $50,000 a month. So 4,000, 5,000, that's a joke.
Crazy. You kicked their kids and everything about you kicked all of them out of the house. They was having fun in Las Vegas, Nevada. But you kicked everybody out the house so you could move Lexi and her mama in there and the dog. You damn near would have kicked the twins out of there if it wasn't court ordered.
Damn, so he moved a black family out so he can have his white OnlyFans girl. That's crazy. So he can have this OnlyFans, like, man, that's crazy, man. That's wild, man. Like, your girl is doing OnlyFans, and she talking about she gonna do exclusive stuff for like for $200 more if you guys tip her $200. It's like, bro, that, wow.
If it wasn't court order, he'd have kicked the twins out of there, for sure. No. Even though you guys clearly see that everything is gone. But yeah, back to the topic. Shout out Bankroll Bree with an epic live. Her shit was lit. Damn near cracked 200. See, that shows you the power of being a good person. A power of being a good person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can really do your thing on this motherfucker when you ain't got weird intentions. I definitely look forward to see other content from her, like real content, real lives, just talking regular shit. On some player shit. You see, they talking about come to my channel, girl. It's 5 people over there. She got.
You know what's so crazy is now that Cap mentioned that, you know, Cap has promoted these other channels, right? And, you know, BSCTV, he got like, I think it was like 19,000 or 20,000 subscribers. And he's promoted channels and helped those channels get to like 5,000 subscribers. But CJ So Cool, who's like leading defenders, right? His leading defenders, or I guess his most obsessed defender, which I'm sure you guys know I'm talking about. That dude doesn't even have 10,000 subscribers. And you would think somebody like CJ So Cool, who probably like shouts him out once in a while, like one of those shout outs would help him get like a boost of like 20, 30,000 subscribers, considering whichever platform he shouts them out on. Like on YouTube, he got 9 million followers. On Instagram, he got 5 million followers. You would think that dude that's doing all this, you know, trying to defend CJ So Cool would have at least 10,000 subscribers by now, but he's still stuck less than 10,000 subscribers. That's crazy.
200 people. Why would she come to talk to in front of 5 people? That don't even sound right. Talk in front of 5 people, you got 200? Come on, man, stop it, man. That's stupid shit. I'm still gonna be CJ So Cool. Always known with the great legacy. Now, where to move to? We have a lot of options here. We have you don't have a lot of options. You're a liar, sir. You got one option, and that's the Nike house. Nike old crib. Mad dog, what's the word, gang? That's the Nike old crib. This is for entertainment purposes. This shit is not real. This is on the Fair Use Act. We're using the use of the fairage. I don't know how many options we have, but we probably don't have that many. This is a hard decision to make. I'm gonna take my talents outside. Boy, you wish right now this was the old days where you could pull up to Royalty Mama house, knock on the door, and sleep on the pallet.
Why is he saying he got no options? I thought your girl was a real estate agent, man. I thought she was really a real estate agent that really knows her market very well, right? She would know. She probably does all the budgeting, right? It's like, if you don't have that many options, then why are you telling us that she a real estate agent then? It's like, man, this girl, CJ, man. CJ So Cool has done so many bad decisions, and it really started off by really destroying his family. He destroyed that relationship with royalty when he started cheating and doing all that goofy shit. This is way before all this like custody stuff. Like he's been doing some shady shit, right? And there's so many people that have talked about it already. So he destroyed. This is just gonna it's just gonna keep going bad to worse, to the point that CJ's probably gonna end up working the same job he started off doing when he met royalty.
Man, the state of Nevada and go against the state's wishes, because technically I cannot move from Las Vegas because this is where I opened the case. And since this is the state that presides over us, we have to live here. So if I choose to move, and let's say go to Florida.
Florida, man, cut it out, man. If this man can't afford to stay in Vegas, then Florida ain't gonna be it. Florida ain't gonna be it. Honestly, nowhere else is gonna be it, because Vegas, like Henderson, Nevada, that's pretty cheap. Living in Nevada, living in Vegas, that's pretty cheap. There's there's places that are a little bit more expensive, but for the most part, his real estate market is pretty cheap, man. And if he's complaining about there, and he looks like he definitely downsized, like he really downsized, like downsized, really bad. So if he can't afford to live there, Florida ain't it for you, all right? I mean, look at Mr. Organic. He got a one-bedroom apartment that's less than 1,000 square feet, and he's paying like 4,000. I think he's paying maybe a little bit more than that, like 4,300. So if CJ So Cool is complaining about where he lives and he's moving to where Nike used to live, it's like, bro, just stop, man. You done fell off so bad, it's crazy.
I'll be putting myself and my rights at jeopardy, which is nothing I'm willing to do. So, looks like the move is going to be cut short, and we're going to have to figure it out. And it's going to be somewhere in Nevada, because I can't move out of state. So that makes my options very limited right there. Because technically, after the year I've had out here, I would love to move to any one of y'all states. Put some states in the comments of where I should move to, just to feel a little bit safer. Because Las Vegas ain't it. This is Sin City for real. They're running around trying to do drills on everybody. My whole neighborhood is in shook mode right now because they're breaking into every house. And now, so now they breaking into houses, so you got to move. This man just be making up shit as he go. Now, if I go over there and look up the crime stats and they ain't breaking nobody out, I'll be back laughing.
You don't have to look up the crime stats. You can tell he's lying, man. Like, look, just the way he's telling the story, his facial expression, just his whole body language. He's just trying to really act and trying to put on like a skit, and it's just so obvious. It's not even cheesy anymore. It's just bad. This is really, really bad acting. It's just selling his last story, with the home invasion and the shooting. It just makes that look like it was a joke. It looks like that shit was like all an inside job. When you get on here, I feel like every time he has to move, he has like some type of goofy story. It's just like, come on, man. Like, you got to grow up, man. You really got to grow up right now. You're like 30. How old is he? Like mid-30s? Something like that. Late 30s. Like, this man's got to grow up, man. He can't have that mindset of like a toddler. He really think like his followers are still kids. Like, these kids now have grown up, and they actually most of them have a brain they actually use, and they can tell like you're acting stupid now. He's acting really stupid.
I'm going to go look at the stats and see if anybody in his neighborhood got hit. Yeah. Not coming to Georgia ATL. Tell them that I was just on the list. I can't even tell them, man. They're going to be like, oh, no, man. The fourth robbery in a week? Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. The fourth robbery in a week? When you get robbed? How will you become the fourth robbery within a week if you never get robbed? If you didn't get robbed, you're not the fourth robbery in a week. This shit is crazy. You didn't get robbed. You did not get robbed. Nobody robbed you. They know already. They back watching your video. Oh, he fucked up now. Take him off the list. What up, man? Major girl, what's up, man? Shout out to the chat. The prices in my neighborhood finna drop. Matter of fact, I should re-rent up in here because after all the robberies, there's no way that it should be $16,000 a month. The rob? Nothing. Well, I'm just saying. Hey, HOA, if you're watching. But
Did this man really say HOA? Like, you just said you pay $16,000 a month in rent, and now you're talking about HOA? Like, he can't even get his story right, man. This is why I told you earlier. If you listen to what I said, this whole video, this whole reaction, and at least picked up on one thing I said, like, the acting is so bad, right? This looks like a last-minute video. Like, he was just trying to make a last-minute video. Maybe it's been a couple days since the last upload. He wanted to make this quick one. The acting is so bad, so awful. He tried to make it seem like he was actually speaking some intelligence or some facts or something like that. He sounds stupid. It's like, bro, you know them kids that you think still watch you, they're older now, man. They probably look at you and be like, what kind of stupid shit is he talking about? You sound stupid.
how are you a part of the HOA when you rent? You just said the rent is $16,000 a month. You're not a member of the HOA. The member of the HOA is the landlord.
Exactly, man. See, you know, me and Cap are on the same page, man. Like we can see the shit the same, man. Like, we can easily pick up on this bullshit. Now, not everybody can pick up on it. Like, there's still a lot of his brainwash. Like, this video got like over 100,000 views, which is still a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's a lot of views. So that means there's still a lot. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of idiots that still follow him. That they probably think a HOA is affiliated with renting. You know, that's how like brainwashed they really are.
The landlord is with the HOA, not you. You're the renter. The landlord is responsible for the upkeep, not you. You're the renter. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this shit crazy. Like, I don't know what he think. He think he talking to a bunch of idiots, bro. Like, nah, man, you right. They like, he talking about, I'm with the HOA. Like, no, you're not. Like, the owner of the person you paying $16,000 to stay in their house, they is with the HOA. This is crazy. Now he thought he was a little meat on game. What's up, Tracy? To my line, King. I never really liked this house after I moved in. I felt like it was a decision I made too quickly. I felt like it was big, and I saw a little bit of some cool.
So why are you complaining now when it's time to leave? Why didn't you complain like before you left? Why is it on your last day there that now you complain, oh, I really didn't like this, I didn't like that, I felt this type of way about this and that? Why are you telling us now when you got to move out, man? I wouldn't be surprised if he got kicked out, right? They probably did it in a professional way, right? They're probably like, yo, you're past due on, you know, whatever, 2 months, 3 months, last month, however it is, because he's not making content. I think he probably realizes at this point, this shit ain't working. This is not gonna work long term. Like, this bullshit he puts out, it ain't gonna work long term. Like, most of his followers are not kids anymore. All right, most of them they probably got a job. They're probably in college. Probably already graduated college. And when they listen to CJ So Cool make himself look like a fool like this, they're probably laughing at him. And most people are probably not even watching anymore. It's like, he gotta grow up, man. You gotta really fucking grow up.
Just because of the square footage, but I never really used the house to its true capacity. I mean, it really didn't have much to show. I mean, it had a lot of rooms, but all the rooms were unique. They all were similar in that same uniqueness. So they all had their closet, they all had the bathroom. I love that, right? We all want to walk in California closet. We all want our own bathroom. The public has their own bathroom. Every room has their own bathroom. Like, it was lit in that.
That sounds like a whole bunch of excuses, man. It sounds like excuses. Why is you complaining on the last day? Why weren't you complaining like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago?
My favorite part was the game room. Of course, it was the most modern looking. Everything else I had to upgrade in this house. It was pretty brownish when I moved in. You didn't have to upgrade. You're a liar. He sent the Mexicans over there to do the work, and D-Lo was watching them because you wasn't going to be there. D-Lo wasn't over those guys. He wasn't in charge of those men. They had a foreman out there. They don't need D-Lo. D-Lo, your assistant. He's not their assistant. He just stayed in the home while they did the work, and he locked the door. He was the door locker. What's wrong with this man? He definitely missed the kids. Right. Tweaking. Tweaking to my I made upgrades. Like, no, you ain't made no upgrades. You made some downgrades to that shit. You done went in there and told them people shit up. And I was still grateful, but I made sure I turned it up a little bit. And I even gave the owners more equity in his house because I painted it white and made it bright. Now, how you gave him more equity in his house when he finna have to repaint his whole crib any motherfucking way? Like, what are you talking about? See, it's so cool. You lie more than a liar.
If this man uses these type of words, right, like equity and this, like try to sound like smart, right, investment smart, then why didn't he just buy his own house, finance his own house, and put the equity in his own house? Why would you invest and put equity in somebody else's house? Why even rent if you got that kind of money? If you're making that type of money, like wouldn't he have like a portfolio of his own, right? He's a multi-millionaire. Like I'm thinking he's making millions and millions of dollars, right? So wouldn't he be already investing in real estate, creating like passive income for himself? Like it's like, what is this guy talking about, man? Like CJ's so cool, is all over the place. He sounds stupid. It's crazy.
You pass a liar. Why would you upgrade somebody else's house? Facts. First of all, why is you paying 16? That's not a flex. Paying renting for 16,000 is not smart. You can buy for that. You stayed in there a year. You stayed in that motherfucker a year. 16,000, like you done gave them over what you say, 200 and something $1,000. Stop it, man. Stop it.
That new house that he's at, man, that house looked like some wow, man. Do you guys see that I don't even want to like say something like really bad, but that lunch, that dining table, right? That thing looked like a daycare table set for a bunch of toddlers, man. Like what in the world? It's like, wow, man, talking about 16,000 and you had a downsize to this?
Opened up, it looked bigger to me, newer. And yeah, so I actually wanted to buy this house because I was going to just redo the whole thing, but the owner scammed me. He told me he couldn't sell his house because of the taxes that he would, have to pay because he had.
Man, stop lying, man. Like where CJ So Cool was renting, there was plenty of other houses in his neighborhood that were for sale. So if he really wanted to buy a house, even if he didn't want to buy the house that he was in, all the other houses that are in the same community are kind of designed by the same architect or interior designer, kind of relatively sort of the same. He could have easily bought another house. He ain't buying shit, man. CJ's all talk, man.
Had it long enough. That is true. I know all about that, but he wasn't talking that talk before I painted it. Before I painted it, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm willing to do this and that." You told us you was buying So Cool land and you was paying 10,000 or something to rent that motherfucker. You told us you was buying that other house and foreclosed. You told us the Barbie house was yours. When none of that shit was yours, and it's supposed to be though. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. The face of a nigga that's lying, man. Kiki, what's the word? He won't. He was even willing to do an owner carry lease option. That's crazy. He was willing to help me out. So I was like, "Damn, man, cool. Let me just do this because I don't really like the way my house." You know what I'm saying? I was looking at it as it was my house. I was going to buy it from him. But how you was looking at something as your house and you ain't signed out a liquor paperwork? You signed a lease agreement. Your dumb ass signed a lease agreement talking about, yeah, I thought it was my house, so I started doing work. Like, nigga, no. Like, nigga, no, you knew that wasn't your house.
Even if he didn't know that wasn't his house, or he was just like really stupid or whatever, I thought his girlfriend was a real estate agent. Like she would know the difference between a rent to own, a rental, or like a straight out home for sale, right? Like she knows this stuff, but she probably don't even know shit because she's never sold anything, because I couldn't find any like recent sales for her. Like they look like straight up goofies right here, man. I can't believe people are really falling for this stuff. It's wild, man. But wow. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up here, man. This is gonna be part 1. So yeah, it's crazy, man. This is wild.